Hi, my name's James Cleverton. I'm an opera singer, so I sing internationally in opera houses all over the world. Well, I was here between 1985 and 1991, and I was a chorister. I was the head chorister and then senior chorister of the choir, and I was here with the choral scholarship. When I was here, the choir toured Moscow and Berlin and actually Paris. And when my voice broke, a teacher came to the school called Anne Lampard, and she listened to some of the choral scholars because she wanted to put on some Gilbert and Sullivan operettas, and I was lucky enough to be cast in a couple of those, and pretty much the rest is history. So I was here to do some master classes with some of the young singers here. Often it depends on what level they're singing at as to what you can contribute towards hopefully sort of improving their either singing or their performance or their communication skills. So the singers here were absolutely fantastic. Actually, the level was brilliant. I was really surprised at how good a lot of the singers were, and certainly how responsive they were to the things I had to say to them.
Some are from the Spanish wine, and some are from the French, and some are swallowed and stuff fit only for the wench.
I think the masterclass was really well received. I think a lot of students, especially being music scholars, were invested in trying to get the most out of it, and it went down a treat. Everybody enjoyed it.
It was a really amazing experience because it was like an open sort of music lesson. It's quite nerve-wracking because you're singing and you're sort of opening yourself up to be critiqued, but also learning from someone who's had so much experience. Well, I was doing a piece in German, and often when you're learning a piece in a foreign language, you learn the words and you learn the song and you learn the melody, but you don't actually really understand the words. And sort of getting to know the German and what I'm actually singing about, I think really helped me to communicate emotions and connect with the audience as well.
I think for me, the biggest takeaway was tonal colour. So literally thinking about different colours of when you're singing to emphasise the emotions of what you want to come across. If it's not a colour that you want to think about, you can think about the setting. So the song I did, Old Man River from Showboat, I had to think about obviously the emotions of my character, and because of the context when the play was written is very different to my position that I'm in, it was really hard to dissociate from myself and actually plant myself in the shoes of the character. So it was a really big learning point for me.
The masterclass was a really amazing experience. I learned lots of new things that I can take away for my singing in the future. One of the things I took away from it the most was really telling the story and trying to relax. He had me lean up against the piano, which definitely made me relax more, especially when trying to reach my high notes that I shouldn't be thinking about, but I was.
So at 4:30 we actually had a fireside chat, so just an informal chat with tea and coffee to chat about Mr. Cleverton's experiences of being an old Seafordian, which was lovely for all of us to hear, but also mainly about his time in the industry and what he's learned. So for somebody to come in and tell us the ins and outs of everything was really quite special, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if there was any students that were thinking about having a career in the classical music industry, I would say embrace it with all your heart. It's the most wonderful and rewarding industry. You get to perform in some of the most iconic and wonderful buildings in the world. You're creating memories for audiences and yourself. It's a hard career and a hard life and a very long path and a long journey. And I think one of the biggest things to remember is you have to be patient and stay focused on yourself, not worry about what anyone else is doing around you. People will develop at different times, people will have opportunities at different times, but stay true to who you are, to what you want to do, and it's one of the, I think, it's a unparalleled really career, and it's a long one. If you manage to get to the point where you're still physically fit and able to have a career, you can still be singing in your well into your 70s. I look back on my time here at Seaford really fondly. It's some of the best years of my life. I know it's a bit of a cliche to say it, but it's absolutely true. I loved the opportunities I was given by Seaford. and it's certainly set me and my friends up into the lives that we now currently enjoy. And I think the opportunities afforded the students here are, I would say, unparalleled really. The standard of teaching seems to be fantastic. I know Miss Reynolds and Mr Colwell personally, and I have done for a number of years, so I know that their pedigree is really strong, and that really shows in the quality of the singing that I heard today and the singers that I was able to work with.
We're so lucky to have these masterclasses available to us. They offer us lots of new perspectives and ideas that we can all take with us into our futures. I just want to say a big thank you to Mr Cleverton for coming along and teaching us new things.
I want to thank Mr Cleverton for helping me to develop and helping me to grow in confidence.
Yeah, I'd thank you so much, Mr Cleverton, for coming to see us music scholars at Seaford College. We all loved your wealth of experience and we had a great time, and we'd love you to come back again soon. Thank you.